Hello friends, here we are in St. Petersburg in the Haymarket Square. Now you might be asking, why are they in the Haymarket Square? The reason is today we're going to do our crime and punishment tour. We're going to take the tour around the places where Fyodor Dostoevsky wrote Crime and Punishment. And we're starting here in the Haymarket because Dostoevsky himself lived not very far from here, and this square was central to the novel Crime and Punishment. You have to use your imagination a little bit because in Dostoevsky's time, this square was filled with traders, cattle, prostitutes, thieves, and taverns. The only building that remains from Dostoevsky's time is the building, the yellow building here behind me, and that was a police station. And it's said that Dostoevsky himself spent a couple days in that police station for violating the censorship laws in 1874. And he was reading Les Miserables by Victor Hugo at that time. So join us, won't you, as we walk around Dostoevsky's St. Petersburg with Grisha. Come on. Here we are in front of the house in which Dostoevsky wrote Crime and Punishment behind me here. And Dostoevsky put his principal character, Raskolnikov, in the same neighborhood in which he lived. When Dostoevsky wrote this book, he was bankrupt, he had no money, he was desperate for funds, and he opened up the newspaper one day and wrote about a murder, and that inspired him to write Crime and Punishment. So, join us now as we walk to Raskolnikov's house, which is right around the corner. Well, here we are at Raskolnikov's apartment. Raskolnikov lived on the 5th floor of this building, and you have to use your imagination when you look along this street. Today it looks very civilized and calm, but in Dostoevsky's day there were more than 20 taverns along this street. It was a very poor place, and Raskolnikov was a very poor student. So we begin our Crime and Punishment tour, the 730 steps to the murder, at Raskolnikov's apartment, and follow us as we go to the gate where Raskolnikov left the apartment. Come on. Of course, you know that Raskolnikov did not use a Bosch drill to kill the landlady. Now join us as we walk the 730 steps that Raskolnikov took from his apartment to the landlady's apartment. Come on. Well, I've just left the courtyard where Raskolnikov left at 7 p.m. on the fateful evening to kill the pawnbroker. Now in the book, Dostoevsky says it was exactly 730 steps from his apartment here to the pawnbroker's house. Let's check for ourselves exactly how many steps there are. Let's go. we are at the Yusupov Park, and in the novel Crime and Punishment, as Raskolnikov was walking to the pawnbroker's house, he passed this park and he looked inside and he began thinking there should be more fountains in the park. A strange thing to think about on the way to murder somebody. Let's keep going.
One more little, how many, like, I don't know, 100 more steps, that's right. No.
Well, here we are, finally at the pawnbroker's apartment right behind me here. 730 steps, Raskolnikov said it took him to get from his apartment to here. Well, it took us 1,500 steps to get here. A little bit, but then Raskolnikov was a bit taller. So this is the end, and only the beginning for Raskolnikov in the book. I advise anyone watching this video, please read Crime and Punishment. But that's it for us today, and we hope to see you again next time in Around Russia with Grisha.